Hello and welcome to another Bushwhacker review. Today we are going to be taking a look at Bubba Wallace's Root Insurance Kansas win from 2022. So we take a look at the box. Once again, you have the generic race winning box that we've seen many times before. Made total of 840 of these things. Not much really to take a look at on these window boxes. Here is the car itself. A beautiful patriotic paint scheme. And the reason this is patriotic, in case you're wondering, is of course the race date, which was 9/11. So you had a few 9/11 special paint schemes. And we had 2 years in a row now that the 9/11 weekend race was actually won by one of the patriotic 9/11 cars. If you remember, Martin Truex Jr. won in 2021 in a beautiful 9/11 themed paint scheme, and this one is too. And it's really good to just get Bubba Wallace to win another race. Just because, like I said, back when I reviewed that McDonald's car, I'm like, I really hope that that is not his only win his whole career. Because if his only win his whole career is a plate track rain win, that just gives a lot of people reasons to hate and, say that he's a fake driver and make a bunch of stupid insults and everything else. This one, they can't make any insults for. He won this one based on speed and skill, holding off Denny Hamlin as team owner. I mean, they still tried. I remember there was that one crazy guy that literally said something along the lines of like that because this was Kurt Busch's Kansas winning chassis from earlier that last year, and he said like, oh, because it's Kurt Busch's 45 car, like it's rigged to win or something, and it was like he cheated by using Kurt Busch's car. I don't know. So the amount of stupid shit that people come up with to try to discredit Bubba is kind of hilarious. It's like, it's so bad. Like, that is the stupidest shit I've ever heard. Whatever. Oh, here's the winner sticker, too. This also is the only way to get this paint scheme again. It's kind of funny that both of Bubba Wallace's wins have been in paint schemes that they haven't produced otherwise. If he ever wins this year, it won't be hard to do that this year, because for some reason they're, like, barely offering any 2311 diecast this year. It is a shame that, like, Bubba Wallace ended up wrecking this chassis a couple weeks later when he had his little, temper tantrum, I guess, against Kyle Larson, because that was the same chassis too, this chassis that won both Kansas races, so that was definitely a shame to see. But it's really cool that 2311 won both Kansas races in the 45 car with two different drivers like that. Another interesting fun fact to note is that Root Insurance at 2311 never ran the same paint scheme twice. Every single one of their starts in Cup for 2311 was a different paint scheme. And if you don't believe me, go look it up. I have no idea why they did that. It was like a good 8, 9, 10 different paint schemes. They had a throwback in there, a patriotic, a 911 memorial car. Ty Dillon ran one. Everyone forgets that Ty Dillon was the first 2311 driver at the Clash in 2021. But I don't know why Root Insurance did that. They put all that effort into it, and then it appears they're not back this year. They randomly disappeared at the end of last year. They won a race and dipped, I guess. I don't know. Anyways, let's get down to sponsors. On the hood, you have Root for good drivers. Got Toyota Camry number 45 and 2311. Down the side, you have Root for good drivers. There you have the 911 Memorial Never Forget logo. Got Lados, DoorDash, and Columbia back there. Got McDonald's and Dr. Pepper in front of the rear wheel. Got TRD down there. Got 2K on the car. That's one of those weird sponsors that just kind of occasionally would pop onto the 2311 cars, but disappear. But we got a video game sponsor again. That's always cool to see. On the B post, you have Toyota Money Lion. You got, the hell does that say? I'm not even going to attempt to say whatever that is. Got DraftKings, Mobile One, Mac Tools, and 2311. Has your regular contingencies and such up front. Like I said before, 2311 actually does use black painted rims, so that is accurate. The only cars that it was accurate to, but luckily they're still doing it. I remember when he won this race, I specifically was looking at the car trying to see if it still had the black rims, and it did. On the back, you have Root.com, Toyota Camry, TRD. Got nothing on the deck lid or the roof. This is number 92. Pretty low number there. Got the same stuff down the other side as usual. Take a look under the hood. So you got Mobile One and Toyota under there. There's the engine detail if you want to see that. Obviously no deck lid. The roof flaps, of course, do open. And there's the inner side of the car if you want to see that. Now let's get down to the part everyone's waiting for, and that is the damage. There's not a whole lot of damage on this car. You see, it is very dirty. Tons of dirt and rubber buildup and all that. You got now, apparently these like hood pins that are up here are supposed to be on the car. I remember I saw those in some diecast and pointed it out and was like, that seems weird place to put hood pins, but they are like that on the cars for some reason. I don't know if it's like a hood pin to keep the hood flaps in or whatever it is, but it's a very odd thing. You see again, just more dirt and rubber buildup. Does have both gold, white, and black star confetti. You can see a lot of dirt and grime and stuff on the front. You see on the right front, looks like you did get into somebody at some point or brushed the wall slightly. More dirt and rubber buildup. I do like how the jack stand marker kind of fits in with the stripes of the paint scheme. That's kind of cool. You see right here, he did, looks like, brush the wall a little bit with the right rear at some point. Got some scrapes and stuff. On the back, you see, looks like he was getting pushed on some restarts. Got some scuff marks and such. Once again, you have a beautiful, dirty spoiler. I love that they've started printing on the spoilers because it looks fantastic. And the left rear has a little bit of a mark. Looks like he was probably being side drafted at one point. A few little marks on the tire. And that's about it. Like I said, this is one just to get because Bubba Wallace won a race, and the fact that, like I said earlier, this is the only way to get this paint scheme. There's a lot of those last year. We already have a few this year. Like what, both of Kyle Busch's wins this year are unique paint scheme diecast. Technically, Joey Logano's Auto Trader win because that one got DNP'd. What else? Christopher Bell's Bristol Dirt win was a unique paint scheme that wasn't getting produced otherwise. I'm sure I'm forgetting a couple more than that, but there's been it's funny how the last couple years, this for some reason, like, there's more and more of these, like, exclusive paint scheme race wins, which I said I love because it really just helped the diecast. It makes the diecast even more special. But like I said, there was a good, like, 8 last year, I think, if I remember correctly. There was an insane amount last year, and like I said, we already got some this year, so I have to see how many more we get by the end of the year. But if you want this diecast as a brand new release, you can get it right now. I would not be surprised if this gets rare, since, you know, it's, for a lot of people, it's Bubba's first real win, because, you know, a lot of people will discredit that Talladega went to the end of the earth, but I said, it is funny that they have to, you know, pull some bullshit just to try to discredit this win, because there's really no reason or no way to discredit this win, so they have to make up some bullshit about the chassis being cheated up or something, but Bubba Wallace haters are definitely some of the worst people in the whole NASCAR fandom. Like, it's just, it's bad. Like, they hate him so much, and it's not even for good reasons, 90% of it. Oh well. Anyways, remember, for all of your diecast needs, you can go to circlebdiecast.com, and if you use the code BWhack, you get $5 off shipping on any order over $30. So go check it out if you want anything. But I think that's pretty much all there is to say. This has been a review of Bubba Wallace's Root Insurance 9/11 Memorial win from Kansas 2022. Hope you enjoyed, and thanks for watching.